Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, we are from Group 8.
My name is Yulia Regi Magdalena, NPM 2204020025.
And I, Nurul Azizah, NPM 2202040008.
Now, we will presentation about our material that
1. Total physical response.
2. Silent way.
3. Suggestopedia. Okay, let's talk about it.
1. Total physical response, or TPR, is a language teaching method built around the coordination of speech and action. It attempts to teach language through physical motor activity, developed by James Arthur, a professor of psychology at San Jose State University, California. 3. Rather influential learning hypothesis. First, there exists a specific image video program for language learning, which defines an optimal path for first and second language development. 2. Brain lateralization defines different learning functions in the left and right brain hemispheres. 3. Stress and affective filter interference between the act of learning and what is to be learned. The lower the stress, the greater the learning. The general objectivities of total physical response are to teach oral proficiency at a beginning level. The type of syllabus hazard used can be inferred from an analysis of the exercise type employed in TPR classes. Imperative drills are the major classroom activity in total physical response. They are typically used to elicit physical action and activity on the part of the learners. Learners in total physical response have the primary roles of listener and performer. They listen attentively and respond physically to comments given by the teacher. The teacher plays an active and direct role in total physical response. It is the teacher who decides what to teach, who models and presents the new materials, and who selects supporting materials for classroom use. Arthur stresses, however, that the teacher's role is not so much to teach as to provide opportunities for learning. The teacher might use common classroom objects, such as books, pens, cups, furniture, as the course develops. The teacher will need to make or collect supporting materials to support teaching points. Procedure. These verbs were introduced. Wash your hands, wash your face, hold the cup, hold the book. Other items introduced were rectangle, draw rectangle on the blackboard. Next, the instructor asks simple questions which the student could answer. Towel, with a gesture such as pointing. Rule, rest, reversal, and reading and writing. In conclusion, total physical response enjoyed some popularity in the 1970s and 1980s because of its suffered by those who emphasize the role of comprehension in second language acquisition. Arthur stresses that total physical response should be used in association with other methods and techniques. So, the silent way. The silent way is the name of a method of language teaching devised by Caleb Get technique. It is based on the premise that the teacher should be silent as much as possible in the classroom, but the learner should be encouraged to produce as much language as possible. The hypothesis underlying the techno's work could be stated as follows. 1. Learning is facilitated if the learner discovers or readers reader then remembers and repeats what is to be learned. 2. Learning is facilitated by accompanying mediating physical. 3. Learning is facilitated by problem solving involving the material to be learned. 1. The general objective of the silent way is to give beginning level students overall facility in basic elements of the target language. The silent way adopts a basically structural syllabus with lessons based on grammatical items and related vocabulary. Okay, the next material will be presented by Z.
Okay, next, alternative approaches and methods. The teacher uses gesture, charts, and manipulative in order to elicit and shape students' responses, and so must be both facial and creative as pantomimist and puppeteer. In sum, the silent way teacher, like the complete dramatist, writes the scripts, chooses the props, sets the mood, models the action, designates the flyers, and is critic for the performance. Procedure 1. Silent way lesson typically follows a standard format. The first part of the lesson focuses on pronunciation. Procedure 2. Practice with the source of the language, sentence patterns, structure, and vocabulary are practiced. Okay, next, conclusion. Despite the philosophical and sometimes almost metaphysical quality of much of Getechno's writings, the actual practice of the silent way are much less revolutionary than might be expected. Topic 3. Suggestopedia. The background. Suggestopedia, also known as the Suggestopedia, is a method developed by the Bulgarian psychiatrist educator Georgy Lozanov. Suggestopedia is a specific set of learning recommendations derived from suggestology. The claims for suggestopedic learning are dramatic. There is no sector of public life where suggestology would not be useful. Lozanov, 1978. Memorization in learning by the suggestopedic method seems to be accelerated 25 times over that in learning by conventional methods. Lozanov acknowledged ties in tradition to yoga and Soviet psychology. The next topic, theory of language and learning. Lozanov does not articulate a theory of language, nor does it seem that he is much concerned with any particular assumptions regarding language elements and their organizations. However, Lozanov does occasionally refer to the importance of experiencing language material in full meaningful text. Lozanov's 1978, and notes that the suggestopedic course direct the student not to vocabulary memorization and acquiring habits of speech, but the acts of communication. 6. Participial theoretical components. 1. Auditory. 2. Infantilization. 3. Double plainness. 4. Intonation. 5. Rhythm. 6. Concept. Next, design objectives, syllabus, learning activities, roles of learners, teachers, and materials. The objectives of Suggestopedia are to deliver advanced and conversational proficiency quickly. It bases its learning claims on student mastery of prodigious list of vocabulary pairs, and indeed suggests to the student that is appreciate that they set such goals for themselves. Okay, the last, conclusions. Suggestopedia received a review in Paradigm magazine of March 12, 1978. Suggestopedia also received a scathing review by a leading applied linguist, Cobble, 1979. Having acknowledged that there are technique and procedure in the suggestopedy that may prove useful in a foreign language classroom, Scovel notes that Lozanov is unequivocally opposite to any elective use of the technique outside of the full panoply for such science. Okay guys,
That's all from me. Thanks for watching.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.